Now, while the Office of the Tax Ombud is committed to assisting taxpayers with their complaints against SARS, it says most taxpayers are not aware of their rights. According to the Tax Ombud's Systemic Investigation Report of 2020, 31% of objections made by SARS were incorrectly invalidated.
In our office, we don't really get involved in whether the assessment or the exemption was allowed or disallowed correctly or incorrectly. But we get involved when it comes to these kind of disputes when the procedure is not done correctly. So we know that taxpayers are not always aware of the rights that they have. And I think that this was a very clear indication of when, or an example of when multiple taxpayer rights are affected when the process isn't dealt with appropriately. In terms of the exemption, you've got the right to not pay more or less than what you're supposed to be paying. So if you're not happy with the assessment that SARS raised, then you can lodge an objection. Now, that objection needs to be dealt with by SARS in a very specific process. And then another right of your rights come into play, because you've got the right to dispute or challenge the assessment that was made. But then you also have the right to a fair and unbiased and just tax system.